Hi, this video is on trig equations. It follows on from trig equations 1a, just things that are slightly bit more complicated. So we've got sine alpha is 0.65, what is cos alpha without using a calculator. So learning intentions are that you'll be able to understand how to solve problems of this form, and again, in order to do this you'll need to know Pythagoras, have a basic understanding of the unit circle, SOHCAHTOA, and particularly this, multiply without a calculator and manipulate surds. So, here's a question. Sine alpha is 0.65, alpha is between 0 and pi on 2, which makes it the first quadrant. Find cos alpha. So first step, draw a unit circle. We're just talking about a quick sketch here. There we go. It's 0.65 and it's sine alpha, so this is 0.65. So the height of the circle in the unit triangle is sine alpha. So we're then going to pull that triangle out, and just like in the previous video we'll have two ways that we could work this out, so we'll look at both of those. The first way is to keep the units as they are, so 1, 0.65, and because we're looking for cos alpha, which will be this side here, we're going to need to use Pythagoras to work this out. So we keep the units the same, use Pythagoras. Obviously this is going to involve a decimal here, or scale it up, so it's going to be 65, 100 and x there, and again that's alpha and that's alpha. So if I start over here, we've got x squared plus 65 squared equals 100 squared, so x squared is going to be 10,000 minus 65 squared. Now, do a bit of side working here. 65 squared, 65 times 65. Without a calculator, I would recommend breaking it down into 60 and 5 times 60 and 5. That's going to give you 3,600. 300 from the 5 times 60. 300 from the 5 times 60, and 5 times 5 will give you 25, giving us a total of 4,225. So x is the square root of 5775. Okay, so to go back to our triangle here, if we want cos of alpha, that's going to be the adjacent over the hypotenuse, so x, which is this, over the hypotenuse, which is 100. So cos alpha equals, so we could have that. Now 100 would be the square root of 10,000, so we could actually get it down to a decimal answer, which basically means it's going to be the square root of 0.5775, and we could leave it at that. We probably could simplify this surd. Looking at it there, we'd get 25 would go into 5775, which means we could simplify the surd a bit, but I think I'll leave it at that for now. Over here, where we've got our alternative, well, we're going to use x squared plus 0.65 squared equals 1 squared, so x squared is 1 minus 0.65 squared. So just like we had to do here, over here, we're going to have to work out what 0.65 squared is. Now, again, to work that out, I would probably scale this up to 65 and 65, work that out, and then I've had to multiply this by 100 to get that, and by 100 to get that, so I'm going to divide my answer by 100 and then divide by 100 again. So work this out and then divide by 10,000 to get my final answer as a decimal, which means I'm going to get what we've just got over here, 0.5775, or rather I'm going to get x squared equals 1 minus 0.4225, which is 65 squared divided by 10,000. So x is the square root of 0.5775. and we know that cosine of alpha is the base of that triangle, which is what we've just worked out here. So there we go, two ways of getting that answer. Quick recap then. If you're solving something of this form without a calculator, start off by drawing a unit circle. Pull the triangle out that you're going to be dealing with, label it either in the original units, like that, or scale it up, like that. Use Pythagoras to work out the missing side, then use SOHCAHTOA to find the thing that you're looking for. Simplify if you can. And there we go.